What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Frontline. I'm Chris, and you're here with me once again for another comic book review. And in this video, we are going to be talking about Batman issue number 24. The internet has been a buzz about this book for the past couple of days, and it's a lot to do with what we find out in this book, the development of Batman, and especially that last page. So if you have not read Batman issue number 24, I'm going to throw this out there first. Spoiler alert warning number 1, I will be talking about all the stuff that happened within the pages of Batman issue number 24, but also the internet has been a buzz about this book, so if you do not want to be spoiled for Batman 24, first of all, put this video in your watch later file. Second of all, avoid the internet. Get your hands on a copy now. First of all, preview artwork is showing up over here right now. Second of all, I've already told you guys, spoiler alert warning, but I will give you guys a bit of an overview. It's hard to give an overview of this book, so I'm going to give you guys a very briefie. Number 1, I really like the artwork in this book. I've been doing a lot of number 1, so let's go to number 2, which is I really like the development of Batman, especially post-Button story arc. Number 3, yes, we finally made it to number 3. The ending page was definitely wow. And we're going to kind of get left on a cliffhanger there for a while because next is the Joker and Riddler story arc. So we are going to be cliffhanged for a while for the ending to this book. Now, preview artwork aside, as you guys saw the artwork already, I really did like it. I like the development of the story. I like that they gave us a little bit of a cliffhanger to leave us wondering what is next for present-day Batman until we get through the Riddler Joker story arc. Definitely get your hands on a copy of Batman issue 24. Number 1, the cover is amazing. So is the variant cover. The internal artwork's good. The story and development of Batman, the admission that Batman gives in this book as he's talking to Gotham Girl is awesome. And the development of Gotham Girl, what is she going to do with her life? We find out in this book as well. Definitely get your hands on Batman 24 if you are a Batman fan, if you're a fan of the Batman series. Definitely check it out. If you've been following Batman right along, this book is definitely a big book for you. And it obviously is a big book all over the world if the entire internet is a buzz about it. That is my overview. Get your hands on this book. Really good. Now, we're going into spoiler territory. I'm giving you guys a heads up now. We are going into spoiler territory. You should read this book before you watch this video, but I can't control you guys. You have to make that decision for yourself. So we're going into Batman 24. So Batman and Gotham Girl. Gotham Girl is finally cured. They're done. Psycho Pirate has fixed Gotham Girl, but now we know the more Gotham Girl uses her powers, the more it kills her. And the whole book is her and Batman talking about what she should do. She was hoping Batman would tell her what to do. That he would tell her that, hey, go home, or hey, you need to be a hero. And she's kind of lost. And Batman's like, well, what do you want to do? What is your choice? And she's like, well, what? And it becomes this back and forth of, why can't you tell me what to do? He's like, I can't tell you what to do. You have to decide that for yourself. But she's like, you're Batman. Your opinion matters. I want to know. And Batman's like, you know, he's talking about being a hero and how, you know, being Batman, you know, she's like, well, you're Batman. Don't you like being Batman? Don't you like being a superhero? Aren't you happy? And he's like, I'm not happy. I'm trying to find happy, but I'm not happy. I'm trying to be happy as Batman. And she's like, well, what about your parents? Don't you think, and I like how this kind of connects to the Button a little bit. Don't you, aren't you happy? Wouldn't your parents be proud of you? Would your parents want you to be doing this? And he kind of avoids that question, because we all know what happened in the Button. And he kind of says, you know, I do this because I'm Batman. That's why I do it. And I love anybody who hates the phrase, I'm Batman. It's literally thrown in your face. I'm Batman because I'm Batman. And as he's talking with Gotham Girl, you see Batman chasing after Catwoman. As you saw from the preview pages, it opens up with Catwoman getting dressed and then she goes out. So Batman's chasing Catwoman. The dialogue is Batman and Gotham Girl. And then it goes back to Batman talking with Gotham Girl. And then, you know, as he's saying, you know, I'm not happy. I want to be happy. I try to be happy, but I can't. And then she's like, but why? And also Gotham Girl now knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman. I guess it was telltale that was going to happen. And she's like, well, why? Why can't you be happy? This is the first big spoiler of 2. Batman finally admits, I'm scared. And he's like, I'm scared because if I'm not scared, then I'd be insane. And I don't want to be insane, so I'm scared. And And she's like, it's okay, you know. It's all right to be scared. And he's like, it's not. It really isn't okay to be scared for me. You know, I'm Batman. I see all these things. Sorry about the minor video hiccup. Had a minor interruption over here. But getting back into the book. So yeah, Batman's like, I cannot afford to be scared because of all the things I've seen. But at the same time, if I don't feel scared for it, then I'm insane. And I don't want to be insane. And Claire, like I said, she says it's all right to be scared. You know, it's that we get brave through these times, that, you know, that we're brave in these times, that we're the most scared that matter. And it's in this whole exchange of dialogue that she decides, you know what, you saved me, now I want to be able to save other people, so I want to be a hero. So Batman's like, okay, I know this guy in Europe, he'll train you and he'll teach you how to be a hero without, or how to fight without having to use your powers, so she won't drain her life force and she won't die, you know, from doing that, because the more she uses her superpowers, the more she'll die. So he's going to train her how to be a hero without using her powers unless extreme emergencies. And then it's in all this that Claire's like, well, one thing I want to know is, what do you want? What does Batman truly, you know, want? And he's like, he tries to kind of like say, listen, you know, it's not about, Claire, it's not about what I want. And she's like, yeah, that's exactly it. You're the superhero. What is it that you want in all this? And that's when it jumps over to Batman and Catwoman, where they have this exchange of dialogue. And he's like, from the moment I saw you, the first time I saw you on that boat where you stole this diamond, and I made sure to buy it back. And she's like, what? And he takes his mask off. She takes her mask off. He's like, I knew then I needed the diamond because I needed it just like I needed you. And that's where Batman makes the confession to Catwoman again, that he's like, I'm scared, Selina. I'm so scared. And she's like, you know, and they have this moment where they're just staring into each other's eyes, and he's like, I love you. And then now you guys are going to be spoiled, because I told you guys again, if you don't want to be spoiled, this is the second and biggest spoiler that everyone's talking about. And the picture's going to come up on the screen now. Batman takes to one knee and asks Catwoman, or Selina, to marry him. And that's where the book's left off. The next story arc is the Riddler Joker story arc. So we are left on the biggest cliffhanger ever. So until the next story arc's over, which I hear this next story arc's going to be quite a while. We're going to be left on a cliffhanger, ladies and gentlemen, till possibly the end of the summer, beginning of fall, middle of fall. I think probably beginning of fall. But that's where we're left off. What will Catwoman say? Are they going to get married? I mean, this kind of goes a little bit against what's going on in the DCU, but not at the same time. Maybe this is the progression of Batman. Whoa! This book was wow. I swear, this book was amazing this week. The artwork, the story, the ending. Man, I really am excited to see where Batman is going to go. Not only in the Joker Riddler story arc, but what's next? What's Catwoman going to say? And if she says yes, what is the journey going to be to their possible wedding? If there's going to be a wedding. Or what if she says no? What's going to happen to Bruce then because of it? And the admission that Batman finally admits he's scared. That's another thing. And that's obviously a ramification from the Button. There's a lot of stuff going on with Batman right now, especially after the Button story arc. I'm really excited to see where this goes from here. And with that, that's it for this review, guys. So now it's your turn. What did you guys think of Batman issue number 24? What did you think of the last page? What did you think of the art, the story? Are you hooked? Are you excited to see what happens after the Riddler Joker story arc? Are you looking forward to the Riddler Joker? Do you wish it would finish fast so you can see what happens next? Is it right? Do you want to see Batman and Catwoman together? Don't you? I mean, they've been doing this for millennia already. They've been chasing after each other. Maybe it's finally time to tie the knot, kind of like Lois and Clark did. Let me know in the comments below. As always, we are Comic Frontline, your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. If you like what you saw here, hopefully, if you're new, you'll click that sub button. This way, we're in your sub box, so you don't miss out on a single video. We have 3 live shows at least every single week, unless schedules conflict. But click the notification bell. This way, you'll know whenever we go live, because sometimes we have more than 3 live shows every single week. And as always, guys, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys really soon in the next video.